Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Happy New Year for the start of Season 1 in Round 1 of the 2022/23 Exhibition Series in the Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup on GT7. For today's event, we're having a very good celebration moment on New Year's Eve. We'll be starting out on December 31st for the Nations Cup after we've been participating from the first round on the Manufacturers Cup from December 28th. But looks like we're about to take place to have the next 3 rounds for the Nations Cup on Saturdays, while the Manufacturers Cup will take place to be on Wednesdays. So now let's get started. The first round in the Nations Cup for the 2022/23 Exhibition Series will take place to be at Suzuka Circuit by driving the Honda Civic Type R EK touring car, as you may ever participate from the 2022 series in the first round. Let's go to the event schedule. Here we have 3 rounds we'll be putting up to have some different car categories as we go on to participate to have different tracks, and new ones will be part of it to have 2 of them in 2023. But that's not all, because the second time moment, including myself, will have to be ready to go in for having a second chance ever since I have ended up in 13th place due to some serious racing drama to go understeer madness. But of course it is, because hitting each other does not count during the competition. That will be immediately having a result of the penalty due to pushing opponents off the track. So gonna have to be very respectful, you guys, because driving the Honda Civic Type R EK touring car in Suzuka Circuit is a very tough understeer challenge to go for the FF challenge. So I hope it does, because I'm not going to have to practice some more and do everything what we can, because this is going to be the very good, excellent start of the new season. So let's go participate. 1 race entry available, because we're about to be starting up to have 8 laps for the number of players up to 16. Start type, we'll be doing a grid start with false start check by having 1 different mandatory requirement. We'll go for only 1 pit stop available. BOP/tuning prohibit will have to be set on mid-speed by driving the Civic Type R touring car will be at the ready. But of course it is, because other kinds of options to be well settings onto the race and penalty will be all good to go. So now gonna have to be ready to go. Choose a car from garage, and this time for the second time moment for Team UDRS in Sportec, we'll have to go hard and do the best understeer advantage. We'll have to climb up and enter to be in the top 5 position will be well determined. So BOP regulations set up automatically to be on the power in 247 horsepower, and weight will be at 1,863 pounds. Gonna have to be ready. It's about to go hard, very challenging, understeer advantage by the struggle between the offense and defense. 1 Civic Type R will have to stay on track and see how it turns out to be, because one best moment of having a clean race is all about communication and stay steady to be on the main course on the main track. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to go for today's competition event in the Nations Cup. Let's begin. For today's weather forecast in Suzuka Circuit is 77 degrees Fahrenheit after taking a 5-minute qualifying before moving on to be starting out in position 8. In about 16 seconds before the race begins, let's make sure to have 1 pit stop available. We'll have to do the main mandatory requirement. Tire change only, no refuel allowed. So let's get it on, you guys, because 3 seconds will go on the way. Welcome to the start of Season 1 in the 2022/23 Exhibition Series in the GT World Series Nations Cup on GT7. So let's go and have some drivers with some different liveries will be on the grid. Here we have Psycho Crowley takes position number 1, Ben Magnet entered in 2nd place, Drive You Crazy enters in 3rd place. Here we have 4th place, Ricky 6 PR has arrived. Next up, 5th place, PHG_Chris joined in session. 6th place, we have Rocket Man. Very good, awesome livery. And here we have Bike entered in 7th place. Here's myself in 8th place with the UDRS Inspirotech livery on the Honda Civic Type R. Here we have Moose in 9th place. 10th place, we have I-75 Cincy has arrived to join in session. Slow in, fast out enters in position 11. Texas Tony T enters 12th place. 30th place we have Ant 818, and for the last and final position, Gorbird Racing has now entered in position 14. Here we go, folks. 5 seconds until we're about to go for the green and do everything for having a best race out there to go clean in Suzuka Circuit for the Honda Civic Type R touring car will have to be suitable and go hard to be on the understeer challenge to be on the FF drivetrain layout. Let's do this and drive carefully to be taking on in the first turn. There goes turn number 1 and 2 clear, so gonna have to be much more exactly careful because exact formation to be on the maintain pace, and we're about to go enter into the S curves by enter turn 3 by follow into turn 4. But here comes the contact, just gonna have to keep going and give some extra space, otherwise it'll have to be forcefully to be going off the track by mistake. Alright, looks like doing well because gonna have to keep a good exact lookout for only 2 or 3 seconds interruption part for this part of the content video because the competition goes on and do the exact encore like last time since the very beginning in the start of the 2022 series. Danger curve on the way. Bike is still doing great out there, and there goes PHG_Chris, slows down off the track and get back in to be proceed in the 3rd sector. Good job. Looks like we're about to take the hairpin onto turn number 10. Keep it careful and stop at turn 11. There goes Team UDRS Inspirotech moves forward in position 7, and there it goes. Turn 12 goes wide open to be on the right turn before heading in onto the spoon curve in turn 13 and 14. Looks like Psycho Crowley is the first one to go entered. He is going clean racing and do the proud expert to see how the Honda Civic Type R touring car to see how the one-make race category goes on to see how the grilling showdown is all about having a hard steering pressure to be on the FF layout to see how it turns out to be. It takes hard practice and successfully to see how one racer will have to go expert to be at it. Straightaway to be entered in the 4th sector. Go for the out and out, drive carefully, make a good use of the apexes to avoid going off the track. Catskill Triangle stops in to be at turn 15 and enters to be on turn 16 through 18 at the end of the first lap before going forward to be in lap number 2. So let's keep an eye out because the fastest lap time will have to keep a good monitor as we're about to go proceed in lap number 3 earlier. Psycho Crowley is in the lead, followed by Ben Magnick in 2nd place, along with Rocket Man in 3rd place. Psycho Crowley did a good job out there to stay on the ropes. Ongoing defense will have to be successfully to be on the main lead by the ejected. 3 Americans and several Canadian racers are still doing a grueling understeer pressure to be entered into the S curves after taking the first turn. But there goes Team Inspirotech, moves on to be entered by having turn 5 and 6, going on to the right. Take turn 7, we'll have to be well step up to be proceed in sector 2. Stay on track and keep a good ongoing pace, but it'll have to be much more specifically to see how the racing strategy for having a Honda Civic Type R one-make race showdown to see how the differences comes for a whole new perspective. So now going clear onto the danger curve, followed by in turn number 9 to be stop in. Bike is now currently to be in position 6 as entered in sector 3, goes on to be in turn 10 by the hairpin to be stopped at turn 11. He's about to get closer to go on to be at position 5. Drive You Crazy is about to go on going to catch up to be in the 4th position driver after taking turn 12 to be currently progressive as proceed to be stopping in towards turn 13 at the entrance in the smooth curve. 6 drivers, including Team UDRS Insportec, will have to stay on the front line in position 7. Go hard left, be well embraced. There you go. Looks like PHG_Chris is about to go offense and about 0.1 seconds behind. There he is right now. He's about to go closer. Stay on edge, Team UDRS. Stay on edge and go out and out. Will do perfectly by the chance. Outstanding. And here it comes. Castillo Triangle will have to be step up and go the apexes onto turn 16 by the entrance. Going exit at turn 18. And here comes Psycho Crowley. Proceed as possible to see how the fastest lap before Rocketman took over in 2 minutes 18.187 seconds by entering in lap number 3. He's going at it, folks. Rocketman is going faster by the limits to be entered to have the fastest lap to be well proceed as well. So here comes the first turn. Team Insportec will have to keep a good exact front line to be on the main defense, while PHG Chris will have to stay offense. First turn clear. Now here comes the second obstacle by facing the S-curves. 2 UDRS livery to see how the difference is to have one of them, including PHG Chris to have its own different signature variation as you may ever see on the window. Quality is about to get a little bit interruption, so gonna have to keep up going and stay on to be in sector 2. 1.2 seconds to go remaining on the bike in position 6. Danger curve on turn 8. Here comes the second in turn 9. Closer and better as ever. There you go. It's about to go increase, but here comes the hairpin. Stop at turn 10 through 11. Very good job. Team Insportec did a good job to stay on top of the opponent. When going slipstream, it's all about doing the non-aspirated without having a turbocharged kit. You'll have to do perfectly to see how remarkable it is. But here comes the wreck bar quality because gonna have to get back on top of it to stay in the green. Come on, this race won't ruin by any interruption because this is gonna have to do this part of the recording session during the first round in Season 1 in the Nations Cup as part of the 2022 Gran Turismo World Series in the Exhibition Series. But hold on, looks like something else might be happening because 14 drivers are still standing ever since the start of the first lap. Going back onto the 4th sector as Team Insportec goes forward to be on the next push, Castillo Triangle will be stopping in onto turn 16 again. Splendid work. Now Psycho Crowley stays on top in the lead before entered by Proceed in lap number 4. Rocketman still takes the current lap time by only 2 minutes 18.187 seconds when Rocketman is in 3rd place, followed by Big Magnet moves on currently in 2nd place. So now 6 drivers, including Team Insportec, goes back to be on the first turn and S-curves again. So let's jet and see how the formation. We'll have to see how one Civic Type R touring car at a time to see how the distance we'll have to get together before proceed on to the first pit stop by the mandatory. So determination by the choice between 4th or 5th lap for only one pit stop available will be called in to have a mandatory requirement to have one other thing. Tire change only and no refuel allowed. That's how we still got enough fuel because the tire pressure is all about just gonna have to keep a good lookout. Very good close call. PHG_Chris is, oh boy, looks like he's about to get dropped down onto position 9 while slow in fast out moves on in position 8. Now's the time to see how Insportec probably had to keep a good exact understeer pressure to keep a good grip holding on. Slow in fast out is now moving progressively in about 0.8 seconds up ahead to UDRS Insportec in position 7. After all, Insportec just really did a good job out there to stay main ongoing to be moving in on to position 7 ever since at the end of the first round by ending up in 13th place. Well, of course it is, because an instant replay by having a flashback, just to let you guys know, because of having a first time ever to have different changes, by ending up to have a low below position to see how I just really did my best out there because of the understeer racing drama. So I had to be more careful, and there goes slow in, fast out by the overtake. Good call to have the out and out corner. Here comes the Cascade Triangle. Yellow flag signal just called in. Okay, very good. Looks like follow the formation and do a perfect pit lane entry will have to be well proceed as well. Tire change. No need to have refuel, so 91% remaining. We'll be doing a stopping point by the recommend. So we have Ben Magnet moves on currently to be in position number 1, along with Ricky 6 PR in second place. Sacco Crowley drops down to be in third position, so I hope he could probably have to do just fine, because the 5th lap towards the end we'll be doing a first pit stop strategy at the go. Sports stop is all set. Coming out into the exit, get back to be currently by dropping down in 10th place. Yellow flag signal, so gonna have to keep an eye out, and there it is. Looks like Rocket Man drops down onto position 8 ever since the week earlier to be progressively to be moved forward, was being placed in third place from the previous lap. So let's keep it up and go. Understeer pressure, we'll have to take a hard steering between the S-curves around in Suzuka. Okay, first sector clear. Now going into sector 2 again. Here's slow in, fast out in position 9. He's about to go offense to catch up to Rocket Man in position 8. Stop at turn number 8 to be on the danger curve. So here it comes. Oh, there it goes. Looks like Rocket Man is about to go off the track by taking a shortcut to be skipped onto turn 9. That should be quite possible by having a 0.5 second penalty will be called in to take. Note to self, you guys, don't do any shortcuts when you're racing on the track. It will immediately will have to call you out for having a penalty to receive 1 or 0.5 seconds amount of time. That's how several opponents will be more likely to take the opportunity to go closer and follow through. So now gonna have to take the smooth curve. Going in. One tail light by the signal. Rocket Man is about to go defense until the penalty line. We'll be calling in to see how it slows down automatically. Will be well perceived for only 2 cars. There's Ben Magnet, and Ricky 6 is at the pits by the end of the 5th lap. Looks like Sacco Crowley is about to do the first time ever as well. So now coming in, stay on track. Team Insportec has a good sight focus on position 8 and 9 by entering on to turn 16, followed by in turn 17. It looks like, oh boy, it looks like there goes a collision contact by Rocket Man, followed by with slow in, fast out, while Insportec moves in quickly to be well saved. Good call, and press on to have the 6th lap for only 2 more to go remaining. How incredible to see how 2 Honda Civic Type R just slam in onto each other at the chicane by entered in the Cascade Triangle. Looks to me because it is going to be quite very intense to see how the same car in the drivetrain layout of the FF is going to have to do some stepping up more practice to do. But it's not over yet, because this race is just the beginning, because Team Insportec moves on automatically. We'll have to keep a good clean racing in position 6. So now Sacco Crowley is now currently to be at position 5 after taking 1 pit stop available by the mandatory. Will catch up onto Big in 4th place. But there it comes, the top 3 racers that has 2 American racers, and oh man, there it goes. Looks like it's Rocket Man just took a hit by Insportec, and there goes, drop down to be at position 9. Looks like a penalty just barely called in to see how Rocket Man just accidentally took a hit by Insportec by a mistake. Communication, you guys. Racing communication is all about during this part in the 1-make race category for the first round in the Nations Cup. I just really don't want to get a deja vu that will be a very hard time to go for the frustration. Otherwise, this is going to be the final race entry for the night. We're having one brilliant competition to be in the Nations Cup. Gosh, nobody noticed because going hard faster in the FF car is all about doing a professionally tuned car to see how the competition might need to do some more respectful for the next season. Ever since I've been doing a good, clean racing competitive until the drama comes in. But now, the FF drama strikes again because that just barely took a slam by Insportec because of the opponent for unknown, absurd reasons. Gonna have to keep going and take the 7th lap after the 6th lap will come to an end. Rocketman is still currently to take the fastest lap time, but nobody else won't beat this main objective to see how the faster FF Civic Type R can actually have to go enter to be on the 7th lap. For only 2.3 seconds to go on to Cincy in position 8, while Moose is currently to be on position 7. Come on, just gonna have to keep driving. Looks like PhD_Chris is about to go back for another rematch. Time to go defense for Team UDRS Insportec after Rocketman just took a slam down onto the danger curve from the previous lap. It's about to go outside. Looks like PhD_Chris has the advantage. Oh, there it goes. Looks like PhD Chris is now entered in position 9 while Insportec takes a hard effort to be on the outside turn to be entered by the exit in turn 7. So here comes turn number 8 by the danger curve. This time it's about to go slightly. Well communication to keep a good cooperation all in order. Sector 2 clear. Now going in again in sector 3 by taking turn 10 and 11 by the hairpin. Come on, gonna have to hurry up. Only one more lap to go, and there goes Moose dropping down in position 8. Looks like Ben Magnet is still ongoing to be in a successful leading position in first position. Ricky 6 PR is still going stronger out there to be in second place, along with Drive You Crazy in third position. But hold on, looks like one red Civic just barely going off the track and get back in, while Team Insportec has the leading opportunity to go proceed to get back into 9th place. But it's not over yet because the top 3 racers are about to be currently to be entered at the Castillo Triangle onto turn 16 through 18 before the final lap is about to begin. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This will be a New Year's Eve celebration for the Nations Cup as the final lap begins. Ben Magnet is now stay on going to be currently to be marked in the first position to stay well pushing onto the defense by having a hard understeer race. Ricky 6 PR is still trying to do its best out there because a final showdown between 2 American GT racer will go for the battle in first place. The final lap is about to begin, and several racers have already entered to be in the S-curves after clearing from the first turn. Looks like Team UDRS Insportec just gonna have to keep going because it'll have to be much more better chances to stay on in before ending up into 9th place. After all, because all the average racing work might give something else to do a little paycheck to be well confirmed, because one race will have to do much more better ever since from the last race from the 2022 series. But here in the exhibition series in the 2022/23 in the Nations Cup, we might give something else a little bit better for Team UDRS Insportec ever since they have a hard-going drama to be well avoided by having some major slam by different opponents. But there goes again. Looks like slow in, fast out by the mistake at Team Insportec. Just be sure, try to be more respectful next time after this. Now for the third sector, slow in, fast out are about to take turn 11, going in forward to catch up in about a few more seconds to go remaining onto Moose in position 8. So let's have a good check onto Ben Magnet, exit out into the spoon curve, go for the straightaway, and here it comes. Looks like Ricky 6 PR just almost barely had a chance to stay on the main slipstream, and there it goes. Third sector is about to go clear to be entered into the final sector. Go for the out and out, and this is it, folks. Looks like Ben Magnet is about to be the first winner at this year's 2022/23 Exhibition Series in the Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup, and he's about to go for the final stretch, and here it is, you guys. Ben Magnet wins the race in the first round at the end of the 2022 before moving on in 2023. What an outstanding FF challenge in the Honda Civic Type R for the win. Ben Magnet wins the race in round 1 of the Nations Cup in the 2022/23 Gran Turismo World Series. Now that's a good, hard racing competition, folks. That's a very good, excellent, hard-going competition. Good job, Ben Magnet. You did a #1 outstanding run by having 18 minutes, 56.317 seconds is now going well to take. Good job, you guys. Good job for Ben Magnet. He did an average capital A for awesome. Did a good, outstanding podium finish. Good job, you guys. The first round has now come to an end before moving on in 2023 for the next round. We'll have to be well proceed to be on the rally course track in Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya Grand Prix track. Mostly because it's about to have a rallycross layout to see how it turns out to be. After all, because this is going to be so very awesome to see how it turns out to be after having an FF challenge in the Honda Civic Type R EK touring car makes a good, stunning, excellent victory win. So only 5 seconds left, but that's game, you guys. That's a very good, excellent, good game moment. But in the meantime, because ends up to be currently to be updated for having a different grid, goes for a clean race to be having 10th place for Team UTRS in Sportec. But it'll have to go a little bit more harder next time for only next season. Yep, looks like just barely saved my time, and almost just gonna have to be much more communication to be well drive to be in the same car in an FF layout. But of course it is, because that's how karma happens during the first round in the Nations Cup. Just like 2022 series to be in the same round, and looks like the standings has now also to becoming very excellent outcome. So looks like Ben Magnet just barely did a good excellent first position for the win. And also for Drive You Crazy did a very good job to have third position to be well achievable. But of course it is, because Rocketman was being responsible for accidentally attack at UDRS in Sportec due to the slight incident on turn 8 at the entrance to be on the danger curve. So almost forgot about the replay, because this one might have to take a good part to be in the racing highlights at the end of the first round. Here's a congratulations to Ben Magnet, Ricky 6 PR, and Drive You Crazy for having an excellent top 3 position at the finish line in round 1 in season 1 for the 2022/23 Exhibition Series in the Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup. You did a great job out there, you three. Way to keep up and clean racing for driving an FF layout in the Honda Civic Type R EK touring car, thus having a hard challenge to go well greatness. But I hope you enjoyed having a New Year's Eve and Happy New Year. So now, the first round is about to be coming up soon by next Saturday, January 7, 2023, will be at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya Rallycross layout for the Group B category. 1 round down, 2 more rounds to go, and especially to have the first part at the end of 2022 will be highlighted as complete. Alright, well, all that racing drama in the FF challenge to be in the 1-minute category sure does might have to go for the encore ever since from the 2022 series. Let's have a reward challenge for only 4 roulette tickets available. So I have 3 4 stars and 1 3 stars available. So I hope I could probably have to receive 4 gifts at once, because the celebration for New Year's Eve is about to go up until New Year's Day will be uploaded before tomorrow. So let's start out with a 3 star, but good grief, looks like low currency credits. That should be adding up to have 5,000 GT credits. Adding up to my current balance, so let's move on to have the next 3 stars. To have another 4-star roulette ticket goes by counting in 3. So close to get that nice muscle car professional tune car. But it'll have to go adding up with some more 30,000 credits. There you go. Now for the second 4-star. I hope I could probably have to get one more prize available. Just you wait to see. And an invitation on the Bugatti logo should be already acquired. But bingo! Another Honda Civic Type R FK2 2015 has now acquired to be adding up to have a new, different kind of different variation to be adding up to have a different total drama livery. Another Civic Type R and a Championship White has now perfectly to have a different customization to be part of it. But I have to keep it for now, so one more 4-star left. Just gonna have to give me something. I really bet it does. Come on, just give me something. Okay, there goes. I bet it might have another 30,000 Gran Turismo credits. I had to take it and adding up onto my current balance before the next day. Well folks, here's a great cheer to 2022 before moving on in 2023, since we have entered Gran Turismo 7 on March 4th this year, so I can't wait to see how it turns out to be celebrated to be on the first anniversary to the game. All kinds of new features, returning cars, and 3 of the legendary Gran Turismo racetracks like High Speed Ring, Trial Mountain Circuit, and Deep Forest Raceway. But I wonder there might be some more upcoming updates available in 2023 before moving on in January. But I hope I could probably have to take a good look to see how the brand new features after clearing menu book number 39 to take part in the Championship World GT Series. But I'm still working on it because currently to be participate to have the 6th driving mission in The Sun Also Rises. But in the meantime, because I should probably have to be ready to set up and do some creative ideas for myself as part of the full walkthrough ever since I have come here in day 1. But yeah, I know it takes a long way and gonna have to be well patient before I should probably have to go forward to be well having some mostly fine opportunities after clearing menu book number 39 to take part in the championship of the World GT Series. But especially to have 4 different kinds of championship events in sport mode like Nations Cup, Manufacturers Cup, Porsche Esports Challenge USA, and Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. Those are the most best racing moments in 2022 since we've been participating in the 2022 series in first and second season. But I bet it does because 2023 will turn out to become greater and much more better to see how it turns out to be. Alright folks, time to wrap this up before at the end of the video, so I'll have to keep a promise that I have to be participate in the 25th anniversary event in about 2 days left. So I hope I could probably have to be here between January 1st or January 2nd. Just you wait, and I hope I could probably have to do my best and come up to have a perfect strategy when I'm in participate in the 25th anniversary event on the Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup, as you may ever see from the 2022 World Finals in Monaco. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeepNetArt, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.